1817, in a quiet farming community in Tennessee, something began scratching at the walls of a family's home. By the time it was finished, it will leave one man dead. It will still be the only case in American history where a spirit was blamed in an official court record for murder. John Bell was a respected farmer in Robertson County, Tennessee. He had land, a good name, and a family of 9 children. The fall of 1817, he began seeing something in his fields, a dog with the head of a rabbit, watching him from the tree line. Then a bird unlike any he could name, perched motionless, staring. He said nothing. Farmers don't talk about things like that. Then the knocking started. At first, it was just at night, something rapping on the outer walls of the house. The family assumed it was an animal. Then the knocking moved inside, became scratching against the bed frames, chains dragging across the wooden floor with no chains inside, the sound of something gulping down water in the dark. And then it began to touch them. The entity did not torment the whole family equally. Focused on 2 people, John Bell himself and his youngest daughter, Betsy, 12 years old. Betsy would wake up screaming, her hair yanked out by unseen hands. She'd be slapped hard enough to leave a red print on her cheek. Pins appeared in her bedsheets, in her clothes, in her food. Word spread through the county. Neighbors came to witness it for themselves. And then something changed. The presence stopped just scratching and knocking. It started to speak. Witnesses described a voice that started as a whisper, then grew into something that could hold full conversations. It sang hymns. It quoted scripture back, word for word, at the preachers who came to pray it away. The most persistent, Kate, said to be the spirit of a woman named Kate Bates. Neighbor John Bell had once cheated in a land deal. Kate had a grudge she never let go of. Answered questions about people's private affairs, things she had no way of knowing. She predicted events before they happened. And she made no secret of her hatred for one man in that house. I will kill old Jack Bell. That's what witnesses swore they heard over and over for years. By 1819, the story had traveled far enough that, according to local legend, a war hero and future president decided to see it for himself. Andrew Jackson. The story goes that as his wagon approached the Bell property, the wheels locked in place on flat, dry ground. No explanation, no obstruction, just stopped. A voice, unseen, is said to have spoken from the woods, telling him he could pass. At night, One of Jackson's men, a self-proclaimed witch hunter, boasted he'd shoot the spirit dead. He was allegedly slapped, kicked, and stabbed with invisible pins until he begged to leave the house. Jackson's men reportedly fled before sunrise. Jackson himself is often quoted as saying he'd rather face the entire British Army again than spend another night in their house. Whether every detail is true has been debated for 2 centuries. What isn't debated is that John Bell died after a long and mysterious illness. By 1820, John Bell had grown sick, a strange, creeping illness no doctor could name. His tongue would swell, his limbs would seize, and through it all, the voice reportedly never stopped promising it would end him. On the morning of December 20th, 1820, John Bell was found unconscious in his bed and never woke up. Beside his bed, the family found a small vial of dark, unidentified liquid. No one in the house recognized it. No one claimed to have put it there. According to later accounts, a single drop was tested on the family cat. Story says the cat died soon afterward. And as the family stood over John Bell's body, witnesses claimed they heard the voice laughing, cackling with what one account called fiendish delight, claiming full credit for what just happened. To this day, the Bell Witch legend remains one of America's most famous ghost stories. All accounts claim the spirit itself took credit for John Bell's death, a story that has been passed for more than 2 centuries. After John Bell's death, the haunting faded but never fully disappeared. Entity reportedly told Betsy's fiancé to leave her, and she broke off the engagement soon after. Family members for generations claimed to feel a presence on the land. Today, what's known as the Bell Witch Cave still sits near the original Bell property. Visitors report cold spots that seem unusual even during the Tennessee heat. Some claim their cameras and phones die without warning. Others say they hear faintly something breathing just behind them in the dark. Skeptics have their theories: a manipulative teenager, mass hysteria, or a folktale that grew with every retelling. Believers point to many witness accounts, the mysterious voice, the strange events, and the unexplained stories surrounding John Bell's death. Whatever happened on that Tennessee farm, the legend has never truly left.